Story time of when I went out with my baby dad. So this was back in 2021, and we had never went out before, but we had a lot of stuff going on. Like at this time, I was trying to let him be a dad, not necessarily force him, but if he wanted to come see the baby, okay, you could come. He would always start an argument, either go through my phone, something real crazy, and we would end up fighting. Mind you, I was never the aggressor until the end of the relationship when I knew he was about to start his stuff, so I would start it first. A defense mechanism, not making any excuses, but it's called reactive abuse. So anyways, it was the one time we were actually going to go out. And it wasn't initially me going out with him. My friend, we're going to call her Z. We were going to go out in Huntington. And, that's a good, well, it depends on how you drive. But if you drive the speed limit, a good 45-minute drive from where we stay. So, I haven't gone out since I had the baby, and I was just like, it's my first time. We're going to go have a ball. Me and my friend are planning. So, the night comes around, and I said, I haven't been out since I had the baby. But I was never, I don't think I ever really been to the club. And we didn't even make it to the club. So I'm waiting on my friend, I'm sending her my outfits. I'm like, oh, this is what I'm going to wear. I had just did my hair. I felt good. So I don't know what is taking her so long, but she is just lollygagging, procrastinating. But honestly, that's just her personality. She doesn't move as fast as everybody else moves because she's allowed to take her time. And that's the type of person that she was. So I had no issues with that. But time is going, and I'm just looking at the clock, starting to fall asleep, because I go to bed at 8 o'clock. I'm a mom. Bitch, I'm a mother. So I'm just looking at the clock, just waiting for her, basically. And I keep, second guessing if I'm even going to go. If I just want to lay here and go to sleep, or what. The vibes was weird. Not between me and her, but the vibes in general. They just felt weird and spooky. And the way that I'm thinking about it now, I definitely shouldn't have went out that night. It just felt eerie as fuck. But I wanted to go out. I just had a babysitter. My mom was in the next room with my baby. So we're going. So she finally pulls up. And, we're in the car. She meets me down the street from my apartment complex, and we're in the car, and we're basically just talking, vibing, listening to music. I'm telling her how my baby dad is toxic and weird. But I think they would be cool for tonight because, we haven't really ever gotten to go out or nothing like that. So I felt like the vibes was going to be different. Wrong. As we're going down there, he's texting me, everything's cool. So I'm going to have to tell y'all a backstory of what got us to this point. So, my baby dad, we call him Donor. My baby dad had a friend, and we're going to call him Wannabe. Wannabe because he wanted to be a thug. He wanted to be about that life. He wanted to be and wasn't. So, Wannabe and Donor were the best of friends. I guess I don't know, they had a weird family mixture. I guess Donor's mom was dating Wannabe's stepdad or uncle or something weird. It is West Virginia, so I couldn't even really tell you. Something weird. But they knew each other for a long time. And this was before it was confirmed that my baby dad, or Donor was doing. So I didn't know that this man was, and so, it is so hard to explain. So, basically, somebody had hacked my baby dad's Facebook and was starting between them because they just felt like it. Really, it was a get back tactic, but that's a story for another time. So, yes, I started stuff between them because I just felt like it. But it wasn't even between them. I was really starting stuff with my baby dad, and he assumed that it was his friend. And I just kept saying, how's that your friend? He's in your face. Y'all, they don't live together. But Donor was staying with them. Y'all are together all the time. I don't understand how they would be texting you, and they right there in your face. So when you're on, you're already paranoid. So it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that hard to just throw him off his game real quick. Because like I said, He had broke my phone before. He just did a lot of stuff. And not saying that it was right for me to go play on this man's top, but hey, I did it. So I'm gonna do part 2. Part 2 of when me and my baby dad finally got to go out. So yeah, it wasn't cool that I was playing on his top, but that was my get back because I'm not a cheater and I'm definitely not messing with this man. But so we was gonna hang out or whatever just to see how the vibes were. You know how baby moms and baby dads are. So we're riding in the car and everything's cool. Like, I'm pretty sure Donor and Wannabe had got into it earlier that day, but they weird. Like, people in general are weird. Like, they will fight, they will argue, but they will be cool, which was weird, like I said. But anyway, so the day goes on. We're on our way down there. Everything seemed cool. We get there, they get in the car, and I just like, I still have this eerie feeling, and I'm just like nervous, and I don't know why. My Donor sits behind me. I keep calling him my baby dad. Donor sits behind me, and I'm just like real tense because he used to try to fight me, so I fought him back. So real tense. I did not like that he was behind me, and I just like the vibes were off already, but I wasn't finna trip out like we was gonna see. So he like starts rubbing on my shoulders, and I'm just like moving because first of all, we're in a car. Please just sit back, put your seatbelt on. He's rubbing on my shoulders. He gave me some money for Harlem, and it was just weird. But when I was moving, he was getting upset. He was like, "Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Are you moving because Wannabe's in the car? Are you moving because Wannabe's in the car?" I looked at him like, I don't even want you. Why would I want your friend? Mind you, his friend is scrawny and smaller than me. He's younger than me. I don't like younger men. And I honestly don't even like men my size. No shade, no offense. But I definitely don't like men smaller than me because y'all see how small I am. Mind you, Wannabe is a wannabe thug. And I ain't with it. I don't even want to be associated with anything illegal. But especially if you're a wannabe. Like, that's even worse. So he's like starting to get riled up, and I'm just like, bro, chill out. Like, we're in the car, we're not even to our destination yet. We're coming down the road. Mind you, Wannabe and Donor are both white. He gets to hollering the N-word. I look at my friend and I'm just like, oh, like, I don't know why he feels so comfortable saying that. I hate when people feel so comfortable saying that. But so he gets to hollering the N-word. And I'm just looking and I'm like, my friend is going to go off. My friend is going to go off. She gets to yelling, so I get to yelling. And I'm like, just sit back and shut up. Like, stop saying that. Stop saying that. It's not cool. So we're all yelling in the car. I don't know what Wannabe's yelling about, but he's yelling. Donor's yelling just because he's a POS. So we're all yelling in the car. We're all yelling in the car coming down the road. Mind you, like, we're trying to drink and have fun. I didn't know that these were high. So we end up pulling on the side of the road in the middle of Huntington. I don't even know where we are. Like, I don't go to Huntington, so I don't really know any of the vibes. And this is where it starts to get crazy. So we pull over on the side of the road, right? As soon as we pull over, like, I get out the car because I just know that he's about to try to fight me. So I get out the car and I open his car door. And he has his, and it's not even his. He has his friends. And next thing I know, he pistol whips his friend. Pistol whips his friend while sitting in the car. So I'm like, no, like, this ain't going down. We're tussling over this. We are literally like tossing and turning. Thank God it didn't go off. But while we're doing that, my friend is like in shock. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, she's in shock, and I feel like I hear her yelling. I don't even know what's going on outside of me tussling with this because I clearly could have died. But we're tussling with it. And, oh my God, like, Wannabe is in the car crying. He is in the car crying. His mom passed away when he was younger. He is crying for his mom. I've never, ever, I think I was like, how old was I? I think I was 20, about to be 21. Never, actually not even about to be, but never in my 20 years of life seen a grown man like cry after being pistol whipped. Like, you wasn't going to stick up for yourself. Like, you didn't do anything. And granted, if I got pistol whipped, I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, this man could, but literally, like, we're tussling over the gun. You could have knocked him out or something. At least got out the car and helped me get so we can, So just wait for part 3. So like I said, homeboy's in the car crying his eyes out. He's screaming, he's yelling, like, I want my mom. He might just send you there. You might want to shut up. At the very least, he might send one of us there. But like, in actuality, like, Donor was not like that. He was not like that, because I'm pretty sure when I was pregnant, pretty sure I know, and I have the receipts, but I'm not going to post it because I'm just not. But somebody him and hit him in the arm, and I went through his phone whenever I hacked his Facebook. I went through his messages, and he's copping pleas to the guy who shot him. Like, he's like, oh my mom, like, I'm not even, because that's another story that I don't even know what happened, because Donor's such a liar. So yeah, he was not about that, but that's not the point. They was both, so who knows what would have happened. So I finally get and I toss it in the front seat, because the doors are still open. I toss it in the front seat, I slam the door, and I tell my friend to leave. She's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, take him home. Like, take Wannabe somewhere, because I don't know what to do. I don't know anything about Huntington, so I'm telling this girl off the strength of God, the strength of whoever, to take this man home and leave me here with Donor. Now, I can't say my baby dad wouldn't hurt me, because clearly he wanted to fight all the time, and clearly he wasn't scared to pistol whip his friend in the car. So, I don't know. I don't know if he would hurt me or not. But he had to go home. He had to go somewhere, because I just don't feel like it would have turned out the way that it should have. Not that it turned out good anyways, but it probably saved us from something else. From life. Because So I turn on my location. Mind you, it's raining outside. I turn on my location. It's raining and it's dark, because this is club hours. Raining and it's dark. Turn on my location for my friend. She leaves, takes him home. While she's taking him home, like, as soon as she pulls off, my baby dad walks up to me, grabs me by my shoulders, and headbutts me in the mouth. I was sick. And as soon as he did that, he backed up and was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. You know how people are. They do something and then they immediately regret it. So I'm like, whoo, don't worry about it. So I started walking down the road, don't even know where I'm going. And I'm like, I'm going to just call your mama. Mind you, I had his mom blocked. We didn't get along. I told y'all that story earlier about how my baby dad lied and said she was dead, and we didn't get along. Shortly after that, for some other reasons, yeah, we were not getting along. Actually, here's my lip of when he headbutted me, by the way. Like, that was so big, I can't even zoom in, but like, he really did a number on me. So anyways, we was not getting along, but I don't care. I'm calling your mama, or I'm calling the police, and you're going to jail. So I'm like walking off, trying to get away from him. I'm calling his mom. It's raining outside. I don't even know like what's really going on, because what the just happened. I'm calling his mom. She's like, why are you calling me? Because I had told her, like, I know this ain't cool, but I had told her that I was going to do something to her, because she was just doing too much and saying too much, and I didn't like that. And we really got into it. She said she was going to do stuff to me. I said I was going to do stuff to her. So her having her guard up, okay, fair. But I don't care. Come get your son. Mind you, she don't drive. So I'm like calling her, and I'm like, your son is out here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not even yelling. Like, I feel like I'm talking fair, because I just got busted in my lip. So I may have been talking with an attitude, but I don't care. Come get your son. So I'm on the phone with her, and I'm like, your son's doing this, your son's doing that. He's only doing that because of you. You're a crazy bitch. Like, you did this to him. I never, I don't even know how to smoke, but I didn't do that to him. Like, I didn't do that to him. Y'all all do that. His dad, rest his soul wherever he is now, probably because yeah, his dad does it. His mom was a pauper. So, like, You think that's because of me? I don't do that. Never have I ever. But anyways, so yeah, she's yelling at me, I'm yelling at her, and I'm like, no, y'all are the reason. And like, it's so irrelevant at this point. Just come get your son. But I'm yelling like, no, y'all are the reason why he does that. Like, if y'all would have raised him better, if you would have been a better mom, because essentially, whose fault is that? So it's really just getting nowhere. So I just hung up on her, and I'm walking around this building that's like on the street over, and he's following me in the rain. And I wish I had the videos because I was recording him because I was going to show the police. If he was going to put his hands on me, oh, I was showing the police. So I'm like walking around the building. He's following me. He's screaming and crying, like crying bloody murder. Like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Like, please don't call the police on me. Layla. Like, he's calling me by my middle name. He's like yelling my name out. And I'm just like, bruh, leave me alone. Like, and it was just so, like, even just thinking back, I'm like, dang, I was really in a predicament for real. So I think we're on part 3. I'm about to show y'all. Part 4. I don't care about the parts, just listen. So yeah, I'm recording him on the phone because like I said, I'm showing the police. I don't care. I am a cop color because you are not about to beat on me and get away with it. And you know what? I was dressed nice. Like, even if I wasn't dressed nice, I don't care. You're going to jail every time. So anyways, he's following me. My friend finally pulls up. Once I get around this other corner, she pulls up real quick. We get in a car, and I'm like, we're taking him home. So I call his mom again. What's your address? Like, tell us your address so I can drop him off. Now, I know the way, like, sort of, kind of, not even, like, really anymore. But he lived in the back roads. Like, in the back roads of Barbersville. So you got to come back a little towards where we stay, but it's literally like that. So I'm trying to go through our messages. I'm going through our court documents to find this motherfucker's address, and I find it. The thing about this road is, like I said, it's curvy, tossy and turvy. Ain't no street lights. Like, the only light that we have is a light on the car. He is hysterical, still crying, still screaming. I'm pissed. My friend pissed. I feel so bad for her because I did not know that we were going to be in a situation like this. Like, it just was beyond me. And at the moment, I don't really care about anything besides dropping him off and getting out of that situation. So we're going. The mom is still trying to curse me out on the phone. She's not giving up the address. Like, I'm getting on my accounts. I'm looking through court documents that I have pictures of on my phone. And I'm going to find this address. We're going to go. Find the address. We're riding down the road. He ends up calling the police. For what? I don't know. Like, he's saying, like, I don't want to go to my mom's house. I'm not going to my mom's house. She's terrible. She's blah, blah, blah. Just talking about this lady. I agree. Trust me, I don't like the lady either. I agree. But you're going somewhere. Where are you going? Like, you're not coming back to my house. And I don't know why he thinks he's coming back to my house. But you're not. First of all, like, you're not. Didn't you just headbutt me? But also, you just pistol whip your friend. And also, So, we finally get on the back road. And you kind of lose service a little bit. But when we're on the back road, like I said, he called the police. And he's telling the police that we kidnapped him. The police is saying, they're taking you home. They're taking you home. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know why he thinks he could tell the police that we're kidnapping him and we're taking him home. But he was so... that I guess that he thought that was the right way to go. So the police end up asking for, like, the car color, the license plate number, stuff like that. He don't know it. So he puts my friend on the phone. She's just saying whatever. And I'm not even catching on that she's saying whatever because I genuinely don't even remember what color car she had. But she's just saying whatever. Thank God, because let me take a breather. This is me reliving it, but it's not so harsh anymore because it's been a few years and I've grown some balls since then. And if that was happening now, I definitely wouldn't have gone down like that. But anyways, so as we're on these turns, there's fog everywhere. And I don't know how. I don't know why. My friend is like low-key speeding. Like I said, the roads are like this. He's yelling in the background. His mom is being crazy on the phone, so I'm hanging up on her. He's on the phone with the police. Like, there's just a lot going on every second. And it ain't all happening at once, but it's a continuous, like, 1 minute I was on the phone with his mom. 1 minute he's on the phone with the police. 1 minute he's still yelling through this whole situation. Ever since he got in the car after headbutting me, like, he's been yelling. So she's driving, kind of speeding, but not even really, because it's really easy to speed on those roads. She almost drives off a fucking cliff. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, she almost drove off one of the curves. And we're just like, okay, never mind. Like, we're turning around. The fog is still everywhere. We're turning around. We don't know where we're about to take him. So I'm just like, okay. Like, what are we supposed to do? Okay, so as I'm watching this, about to post it, I did realize that I had said that I was on the phone with his mom. And I was, like, the way that I was harassing this lady for her to tell me the address. Like, I had called her when we was walking down the road. I called her in the car. I called her multiple times because you're telling me this address. But like I said, I eventually went through the court documents that I had screenshots of and found the address. So don't think I'm lying or nothing, but I called this lady multiple times, and I would do it today if I had to. Like, what are we supposed to do? So, oh my God. So we finally get back into town, sort of, kind of. He's calmed down, and I think it's because he thought he was going with me. Wasn't. So as soon as we, like, get to town, we pull up to this gas station. He says, yeah, and give me the money back. Because, and I'm pretty sure he stole it from Wannabe. Give me the money back because now you left me with nothing. I have nowhere to go. He's blaming me. He's blaming me for him pistol whipping his friend. Like, that was unprovoked. I never told you to do that, Buster. Your mama don't want you at her house. Your daddy live all the way in Del Barton. We was not taking you there, and also we're not going that way. Like, no. You don't have nowhere to stay. You don't have nowhere to go because you're on, and you don't know how to be, like, you just don't know how to sit down and shut up sometimes. Like, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to do was sit down, be quiet, stop being so paranoid. Maybe, you know, like, go to rehab perhaps. He's blaming me. I give him his funky change back because at this point, like, another fight is not needed, especially not between us because, baby, you are going to jail. I don't care. You're going to jail. So we go in the gas station, right? And he kind of just stays in the car. And I go in the bathroom. That's where I took that picture at. Let me show you. I'll show you this picture again. This is in the Sheets bathroom in Huntington, West Virginia. Or Del Barton. Barbersville. Okay, so yeah, my lip. We're in the bathroom. Look at the mask. Look at the mask. I also made this TikTok because WTF. And not too much on the fit because I thought I really put it on. It is a cute outfit though. Let me show you. We can't even really tell, but like it's one of those tops that buckles in the front. My hair, my lashes. Like, look at the glasses. Here's another. The big hoops. Yes, ma'am. Like, I really felt like I ate that up, and I did. He just wanted to bully me so bad. It was crazy. So we're in the bathroom, and she's like, we're just going to leave him. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he goes in the store for something. We skirt off. We leave him. And we're on the ride home, and we're like, sob story. And I'm just like, WTF, like... And I'm not even being, like, so emotionally detached. Like, I'm really in my feels, and I'm really, like, traumatized from this experience. The headbutt is not that serious. Like, it's that serious, but I've had worse happen to me with that. But the almost driving off a cliff and dying, you pistol whipping your friend, us fighting over your... Like, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. And when I say screaming and hollering, you're calling the police on that, like... It was a lot. And you know what? That phone that I took that picture with, there's another story. And I don't even want to get into it because I don't even really remember how it started. So me telling the story would be dumb. But that phone that you seen in the picture, he smashed. He broke it. So I don't have the videos. Now I might still have the phone and I can get it fixed. But like, I don't really need it. So there's no point. And to relive that, to even hear his voice, I have not talked to him in years. I haven't seen him since 2021 in like June or July when I moved into my own apartment. I haven't seen him since he got arrested the first day of me moving into my own apartment. So yeah, that was the story of the time that we went out, and thank God we survived it. Z is a trooper. I still like apologize. I still, even if it's just to myself, because that's like, it's a lot. Who knows what that triggered for her or what that caused for her. Like, and that was just like too much. And I just cannot even form words besides when your gut tell you do not, don't. Because now I listen. I don't even play them games. That was like a real crazy time in my life. Like, and to think that is probably not even the worst part of that relationship. Like, it wasn't even. And it was just so crazy. Like, girl, please. But yeah, that's my story time at the time that I went out with my baby dad for the first, well, like, you know, after having the kid for the first time.